everybody, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Jeanette. I appreciate you all so much for coming by. These messages are for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers always welcome, darlings. If you are new here, click that subscribe button, loves, and give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, darlings. Please do remember and keep in mind, these messages, they're general. They're not going to resonate for everybody. If you do need something more specific to your situation, I am offering personal readings at this time. So feel free to email me or hit me up on Facebook, darlings, if you're interested, okay? I did just go live on Facebook last night for the first time ever, and I was answering questions. So please follow me on Facebook. If I ever go live again, you'll have an opportunity to potentially get your questions answered. All right, sweeties. Jumping right in, let's get one more. I'm going to go ahead and pull the entire tarot portion of the spread, and then we're going to talk about it, loves. So feel free to skip ahead if you'd like, okay? All right, highlighted energies. Four of Pentacles want to come out. Highlighted energies for Scorpios. Thank you, spirits. We got the Five of Cups here, darling. Okay. New information. What does Scorpio need to know at this time? New information. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what goes with that. What goes with this? New information. New information. What of this Knight of Pentacles? There it is. That King of Wands. Alrighty, darlings. How to handle and process. How to handle and process this new information for Scorpios. The King of Cups. Ooh, fascinating. Here, let me see if I can scooch this over a little so you guys can see. All right. Ascensions moving forward. Oh gosh, that's a lot, you guys. What do we have? We have the Fool, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Wands. And the lesson. What is the lesson that Scorpio needs to learn at this time? I thought we had a flipper. Sorry, guys. The lesson for Scorpios. All right, loves. That would be the Seven of Cups, darling. Seven of Cups here, loves, with an underlined energy of the Six of Wands. All right, let's talk about it. First of all, I see card of Taurus with that Knight. Aries with the Fool, loves. There's Pisces on the table, Sagittarius, and Libra here, love, okay? Could be dealing with one of those signs or have some major placements in your birth chart. Okay, so let's talk about it, darlings. I feel like there's this regret here. With the Five of Cups, this is crying over spilled milk. This is the highlighted energy that you could be living in now of sadness. There's something here that's been weighing on your heart. A lot of regret. I feel like time spent here and wanting to turn back the clock, to undo some things, right? Wanting to go back. There's a lot of sadness here. Maybe this will change. Something here needs to change with that five, okay? I feel like it will change because you've got an offer here. And I feel like this offer is coming from an outside source, outside source, potentially a King of Wands, right? Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo here. But the King of Wands is incredibly driven. He is very passionate, and what he's passionate about, he drives towards. He puts plans into action and motion. Creationism in this card, and a lot of fire, a lot of passion there, love, okay? So either somebody coming in with a very small offer, very slowly to you of passion or potential creationism, or this is you, love, taking on this energy of the King of Wands. Please don't get hung up on the gender of the cards. We all have those masculine and feminine energies, you know? But it feels like here, this could indeed be you planning something out here, moving towards either a King of Wands or taking on the energy of the King of Wands to put your plans into motion here slowly. Something you've been working on. So this is new information that things are running slow for you, or somebody is coming in very slow. It's the Knight of Pentacles. He's a very methodical, planned out energy. It's almost like the offer's coming in, but it's coming in so slowly that it feels like it's not coming in at all. So either your creationism here and your passion is running on a slow keel of something that you're trying to bring in or create, you know, or somebody bringing in this offer of passion and creationism to you, love, and just coming in so slow that it almost feels like not coming in at all. King of Cups here, card of Pisces. This is your how to handle and process. The King of Cups is very sturdy in his emotions. He's a very kind, gentle soul, and a very loving individual here. He is, like I said, with the sturdiness of emotions, he's able to conduct himself in a stable way from an emotional heart space. He's very even in his feelings, okay? But this is also being a king, that outward projection of love. So for those of you dealing with somebody coming in, right, bringing you this offer here, it feels like your how to handle and process is to accept it, accept the cup of love, and to reach out here, Scorp, with your own cup of love, darling, okay? If you are working on something here for yourself and a bit of creationism or a bit of a plan that you're going forth with, right? And this is basically Spirit's go ahead to maybe even kick it up a notch a little bit here, Scorp. If you're planning something, I feel like here you may feel like it's in its infancy, or it's starting very small, but there's nothing wrong with that, because the King of Wands is here to take care of that bit of slowness. I feel like you've got the plan, now you just need to put it into action. All right, and if that's the case for you, love, really, whatever it is that you've been working on, you have great emotion for, and I feel like you should go towards that. Like, you should extend your energy from your heart space into what you're creating, right? Because going forward, love, you might have some decisions to make here. Some decisions, okay? The Two of Wands is that, like, will I, won't I, should I, shouldn't I? Can I, can't I? Can I go forth? Am I ready to go forth? Am I ready for this person to come in? Right? Only take these messages as they resonate for you. It's different for everybody here. But there's something here you're going to have to decide on. A decision between two. Oh, fascinating. For some of you Scorpios, you may have a decision between two here. Two masculine energies, right? Potential Cups energy, loving, and a potential passionate person here, right? So if you do have a choice between two masculine energies, they could be a fire sign and a water sign here. All right, love? But I feel like you need to take on this energy of the Queen of Swords. The Queen going forward, because the Queen of Swords, she's very knowledgeable. She's very truthful. She speaks her truth with a lot of forthright. She's very forthright in her knowledge. So she comes forth with it. She's also not afraid to cut things out of her life that don't serve her. So for some of you, you'll have to take a brand new adventure, right? With this Fool card, take a leap of faith with somebody who's coming in to offer you something, and maybe cut out the other individual here who might be in the mix, right? You might have a decision between two. That's just for some of you, all right, loves? But if you are creating, I feel like get on your adventure, darling. The door's wide open for this leap of faith. Really come from a place of highest knowledge and be very honest and truthful in your plans and really what you're going to decide in the end. Really be truthful from your heart space for what you want in your life, okay? With that decision between two, it feels like you're at a crossroads here, Scorp. You're at a crossroads, love. Your lesson, darlings, having many options. Not all of these options are viable or based in reality. You see, these cups are supposed to be filled with genuine, honest emotion. But look at all these like fantastical, illusionary items that are filling these cups. So one of these options may not be the pony you want to bet on. basically. And no wonder you're at a crossroads if that's the case, love. But you have a lot of options for your directional path as well. This coming in your lesson, it may be the options themselves that have made you feel confused, or you've allowed yourself to stay stagnant in an essence of confusion for much too long here, Scorp. And that's why it's coming in a lesson for you, baby, okay? Okay, that underlined energy of the Six of Wands, having balance with this six, darling, and a lot of passion with those wands. But when this guy comes into town, he is literally being waited for. He's being waited for by this entire village of people. They want to know the news. They want to know what he has to say. So this is an announcement. This is a bit of good news, but this is also having victory and balance when I feel like I was going to say for something that you've been waiting for. So for some of you, I feel like this is something you've been waiting for, the good word to come into you, so that you can go forward. So that you can go forward, honey. But there's victory here within this. There's a lot of victory. What's under that? Oh, we got your card, darling, right under that. The Death card. Card of Scorpio, love. Having a transformation and a rebirth to a situation. I feel like here, love, taking that adventure, taking that journey and that leap of faith into something that potentially will help you clear up this confusion. All right? I heard choose one. Just choose a path, choose a person. You know, make a choice here, darling. You're being called maybe to kick it up a notch. All right, let's get you some advice. Let's get you some advice about you being at a crossroads. Now, this is different for all of you, loves. But I feel like Spirit is saying that no matter what crossroad you're at, really to pick a path, because I almost feel like time may be a factor for some reason. Time may be a factor. You don't want to create your own sadness here, love, by living in this energy of regret or by wasting time. And then when it comes down to it, you're like, ah, crap. I missed out. You know what I mean? Don't miss out on your adventure here, love. Be very vocal as well with that Queen of Swords, to state to the universe what it is that you want in your life. You want passion. You want love. You want to be able to create. You want to plan things out accordingly and then take a leap of faith. Really be very vocal. And I mean literally to the universe. I mean, you might have some things you need to communicate as well to somebody. Potentially that person, the other, if you are dealing with two, making a decision here between the two to cut one out and take a leap of faith with the other, right? So you might need to be vocal about cutting somebody out here, all right? Whew. Okay, Scorpio, let's get you your advice, darlings. Highlighted advice. Highlighted advice. Whoop, whoop, whoa. Well, I'll be jiggered. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Phew. We've got disconnect and boredom of 4. Something in your foundations here, darling. Emotional withdrawal. Yes, I see that. Fertility and positive movement forward. Fascinating. Okay, so let's start here because you're obviously living, I feel like you're putting a lot of effort into your thoughts and your feelings right now in order to make this decision and decide which direction to take. But I feel like you may be disconnected here from what you have already, darling. You see this person with these 5 of Cups, he's so busy crying over the 3 that he has lost that he doesn't realize what is still sitting here in the background. He still has 2 to bank on. He still has love in his life. He still has something worth investing here emotionally. So this attitude or this feeling of loss and regret really should change for you, darling. It's causing you, I feel, to be disconnected from those that do love you in your environment, the 2 cups you still have, and potentially emotionally withdrawal from those people due to sadness or regret. All right. So this being all emotional energy, right? you're feeling very heavy emotion. And I feel like this is also coming to a point where it might affect your foundations with that 4 and create a cycle here, darling, with this 8 of things that you might not even want to see in your life. I feel like I have to remind you here, darling, that again, something that has been planned on here now either coming in or needs to be extended out a little bit quicker. I feel like, because look, you've got this creationism and you've got this positive movement forward in the physical world. You can create a new cycle for yourself here. Go towards a new cycle. I feel like this essence of holding yourself back. Holding yourself back either from fully making that decision, fully going forth with that plan that you've been birthing here, right, darling? And fully going forward with it, or that decision between 2 potentially, right? Holding back and not having yet made the decision of who to go towards, darling. But really, if you stew on this too long, you might be wasting time, is what it really feels like here. Our first major arcana from this deck popping out with fertility. This is a birth, a creationism. She is a creationist. It starts in her heart space here, darlings. It starts in her heart space. And it permeates out from her world out into the physical, and those blessings come right back to her. Seeing really your true path with this 3 coming into an alignment with mind, body, spirit, I feel in order to create and birth, but also to heal your heart here, darling, okay? Because there's something that's weighing on your mind. You may be very sad about it. And we do have this heart chakra energy at the bottom of the deck. So a potential heart space issue here, having a lot of feelings, a lot of heavy feelings that may be weighing down as well your creationism, really needing to stand strong in those feelings, okay, darling? To allow a new adventure, right, Scorp? You know how this goes. Okay, so new information. What does Scorpio need to know at this time? New information. Oh, base chakra. Interesting. And choose wisely. Yes, darling. For some of you, you may be taking your sweet time to decide which person, if you are dealing with 2, which person you want to extend that offer to, love. Here, choose wisely. Choose wisely. You have a choice here, darling. Make sure that you're choosing correctly. I feel like I hear you pressuring me. Well, duh. That's why I'm taking my time. I totally understand, honey. I totally understand. But I feel also like time may be slipping away a little bit. And the more that you drag out the decision, it may cause further and further confusion for you here. But Spirit is saying, yes, you have a choice. Yes, you have a choice. And I feel like you can't really go wrong in what you're choosing, okay? I know if it's in the area of love, choosing one person over the other and cutting. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. I freaking hate it. I really need to find a better way to record because, yeah, every time I record like this, it only gives me about 15 minutes and yeah, it's just a pain in the butt. Any hoodly doodlies. Like I was saying, I understand, loves, that maybe making that decision to go towards somebody and cut another out may be very difficult for you. It's not something that you want to rush, right? And I'm not really telling you to rush, but I just feel like there's an essence of time here. An essence of time being wasted, or it could be better utilized, okay? Base chakra, when the chakra cards come out, loves, these are chakras that need to be healed, realigned, or focused on. So with base chakra, we're talking about your physicality, we're talking about your survival, where you stand, and feeling secure. This is also a connection with nature and your grounding, right? So you may need to heal this chakra, darling, in order to feel a little more stable in what you're creating, or, you know, to feel stable in the choices that you make, right? I heard don't trust myself. So for some of you, you may not be trusting yourself at this time, or trusting your knowledge, and maybe that's why you're dragging out this decision. And again, it could be a decision about a person, a creation, you know, anything of that nature, right? But really following your heart and following your true path, right? Okay, so how to handle and process. Hope here, love. And disruption, whoops. and power. Whoop, there we are, power. So hope, power, and disruptions. 3 majors. All in a row right here. All in a row. Okay, babies. So this being your how to handle and process. Going along with the King of Cups here. Okay, so feeling very strong and powerful in your emotions, right? Holding sturdy in your emotions is very important right now, Scorp, because when you're at this crossroads and you really need to go forward from your heart. All right, you see how he's holding his heart? There maybe have been a disruption in your heart space here recently. Something is hurting you or been hurting you, okay? But you're also being asked here, darlings, to focus on what you do have remaining so that you can allow yourself to move forward. There's hope here in creating a new cycle. Hope in creating a new cycle. Yes, something has been disrupted, I feel, potentially disrupted from your natural routine, love. Maybe you were feeling pretty good and something caught you off guard, has you feeling a little bit torn now in the heart space. But there's a lot of hope for you to take your power back here and to create a new cycle for yourself. As long as you stand strong within your emotions, love, extend with that love, and really coming from your heart space for creation and for your decision making here. All right, Scorpio? Okay, let's keep going. Ascensions moving forward. Whoa, that was like a whole bunch of crazy. Solar plexus chakra here, darlings. That may be another one here that is blocked for you. I feel heavy instincts. Heavy instincts. This is the solar plexus chakra is that gut feeling, that gut instinct. This is feeling good about yourself as well. There's a lot that goes into this. You may want to realign both of these chakras, okay, so that you can stand strong where you stand and stand true to yourself. What you have to offer, what you have to create, what you have to give the world. Really following your instincts here. Following your instincts and your intuitions from a gut level in order to come up with your directional path, love, okay? We've got transformation. Transformation. Suffering in silence, oh love. Patience. And freaking new beginnings, you guys. Oh my jeepers. You definitely have a new beginning here, darling. It's just that you have to allow yourself to pick a path now. I feel like the time has come. The time is now, darlings, to pick a direction, needing to walk through that door, love, and the world becomes your oyster. You just have to take that leap. You just have to take that leap. This guy's about to fly off the cliff and he don't care. It's not that he's not paying attention. It's just that he's not worried about the dangers that are out there here. So don't guard your heart, I hear. Don't guard your heart. You may be stopping yourself from going forward because you're worried about getting further hurt. Okay, darling. Suffering in silence. So something here has been weighing on your heart space, weighing on your mind, and you're not speaking it here. Could be feeling completely backed into a corner. Scorp, completely backed into a corner, loves, and I feel like needing to vocalize. Needing to vocalize whatever's in your heart. Having patience with yourself for this transformation, darling. Remember, we did see your card underneath that 6 of Wands. Transformation, a rebirth. The death of the old and the rebirth of the new here, having patience in what is being created, allowing something to change to sturdy your foundations, darling. It's really all about where you stand and what you feel. So vocalize your truth. Allow yourself to go forward. This will help clear up your own confusion. I feel like you're perpetuating your own confusion. And maybe it's the options themselves, that are making you more confused. But I feel like this has been pushed off and pushed off and pushed off to a point where now this is lying in a lesson for you, Scorp. So really having to process through this confusion, process through wheedling out of the options. Honestly, wheedle out those options. I think you may be sad because you've been investing some time in trying to figure out who around you is genuine or what is going to be profitable for you. And again, with the direction, what direction you're going to go. But I feel like you're keeping yourself a little bit stagnant and lost in confusion here because you haven't chosen something already. I feel like there's this essence of it. Spirit wants you to get the move on, darling, so that good news can come in and so that you can give good news out. Somebody here waiting on a good word, governor. You feel me? What is the lesson here for Scorpios? Oh my gosh. Okay, with an underlined energy of mental conflict. I heard Gemini when I looked at that. We have triumph and foundation and achievements. Oh, ooh, I feel like there's more. I knew I shouldn't have stopped. When I saw these two pop out, they were very, very together, and I thought there was multiples under there. But we only have two, and something is telling me you need more. There's more here, okay? So I'm going to whip out this mental conflict card and set that aside, and let's get you further lessons. Any further lessons for Scorpio? What is the lesson that Scorpio needs to learn, please, Spirit? Thank you. I knew there was going to be more. All right, passion ignited is one of our newest underlined energies, so we'll get to those. Oh, yep. Heartache and loss here, darling, and material harvest. This heartache and loss, this has literally been, you've been drowning in a feeling of sadness, I feel, and it's creating more confusion because you're not choosing a path. Again, with the 3, needing to see things clearly, love, okay? Because you have so much abundance. You've got this sturdy foundation that you may not even realize you have. You have so much victory and success. Look at that beautiful rainbow. A family who loves you. And beautiful blessings here. But they are lying in your lessons because maybe some of you have been so focused on this sadness that you're feeling, or this confusion, or perpetuating this confusion through overthinking your options and maybe not vocalizing yourself, that you don't even see how sturdy your foundation is. You're not even noticing your blessings, love, okay? You've got triumph here. You've got triumph coming in a lesson for you, babies. Allow yourself to go forward. Go forward towards a triumphant path. Allow yourself to complete a cycle here. There's material harvest at your doorstep. At your doorstep in the physical world. So again, it could be anything that you're dealing with. But you need to allow yourself to go on to a new beginning. Darlings, I feel like a lot of you are very mentally conflicted about it. Mentally conflicted about where your passions lie. Where your passions truly lie. We've got a 3 here. If I'm not mistaken, darlings, you've got a pretty good amount of 3s. I feel like this is something that may be clouding up your 3rd eye chakra. You might need to align all of your chakras, darling, to stabilize yourself here because you've got a lot going on in your head. And it may be, in fact, you may be spending so much time being sucked within your mind, a mind within a mind, that you're not allowing yourself to go forward on a new here, starting at a new passion again with this heart space, right? Coming from within her. Her deepest passions ignited, and it comes out from her, just like with the fertility card, comes right out from her. Bounces off the universe, and those blessings come right back into her reality. All right, I feel this is you absolutely in your creation, in needing to heal your heart and strengthen your foundation, darling. from the inside, because in the physical world, you're doing really very well. But if you're not noticing how well you're doing and you're so focused on heartache and loss, how are you going to be able to create or go forward? I believe that's why you're keeping yourself stagnant here, Scorp. All right. Normally, with the fertility card, I do have to mention that some of you may be extra fertile right now. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, just throwing that out there. It didn't initially come to my mind. When I picked up this card, I was more focused on the birth and the creation from within her heart. But as I'm holding it now, Spirit is saying, don't forget to mention that. So you or your girlfriends, potentially somebody here may be extra fertile if you're not trying to get pregnant. Be careful when you go towards passion in a sexual way, unless you're trying to create a family. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's just for some of you, loves. Do take it as it fits. But I feel like here, Scorp, the most important thing is make a decision already, love. When you do it from a place within your heart. And have patience for yourself, for the new adventure, for the blessings to come in, and for the transformation. Because you see how she's holding it right in her hands? She's holding this, she's birthing it, but it takes time. It takes a lot of time for something to be created, okay? So if you're willing to put so much time into the plan or wait it out and drag out the choice here, love, I feel like it's much more important to take that patience and keep it for your seed here. Don't, how do I put this? Plant your seed. Plant your seed, love. Plant your seed in the direction in which you want to go. Make your decision, make your choice. And if you drag anything out, if anything's going to take a long time, it's the growth of what is being grown, here, what is being created here. So if you're going to drag this out, if you're going to take a long time, then you should really have patience for the growth, but you won't receive this growth until you plant that seed. All right, babies, I know you are at a crossroads. I know you're having a lot of mental conflict here, darling, and you may be very sturdy and stable in your foundations. Please open your eyes to see it, love, because that alone, when you know what blessings you have, will help clear up some confusion, these confusions of options you might have, love. But I really feel that because of this energy lying in a lesson, this as well, that you really can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong here, darling. So just pick a choice, make a choice, pick a direction already, and take a leap of faith. You're being called to, now is the time. All right, Scorpio, I really hope that helps you, darlings. Please let me know if that resonates for you, loves. And if this does, please let me know in the comments below what you're going through. Just remember, you're at the doorstep of a very beautiful brand new adventure. So don't be afraid to walk through that door, love. Okay? Don't be afraid to go forth. Okay, loves, I think that's it. I really appreciate you all so much for coming by. Let me know how that resonated for you in the comments below. I can't remember if I said that. And until I see you guys next time, peace, love, light to you all always.